So here's a exponential transformation blueprint that I created. And so as you look at the blueprint, you have your current company, your current industry, how you're sitting. Like here's our current state. We have 5 key enablers that help us move first to a digital transformation. And I want to talk about this because you can't hop straight to exponential growth if you haven't done the work to get your organization digitally enabled. It won't work because the different things that we're about to talk about for the exponential enablement require you to have digital enablement. So that's why it's important to look at your organization, look at the mindset. So again, in February, we'll be talking a lot about the mindset. And then we'll be looking at the culture of your organization because that culture is very important for helping you get to the digital enablement. In fact, it's the biggest barrier. It's been the biggest barrier when it's come to agile transformation, digital transformations, AI transformations. For 20 years now, culture is the biggest barrier to any type of a transformation. So it's going to be important. Get your mindset as the leader where it needs to be, and then really focus in on that cultural aspect as it applies to your organization and your people. You're going to need to have digital skills if you don't already have them. It's going to be important to educate yourself. There's all kinds of different resources out there. Magnifying Minds will be offering some different workshops later this year. And so that'll be important. Get familiar with digital tools. So as you are looking at like what are the different parts of my organization I would like to digitize, there are so many tools out there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. At least most businesses don't. Now, if you're a startup who's actually creating the platform for somebody else to use, maybe you are reinventing the wheel a little bit. But for most businesses, you're just looking for what are some existing tools that will help you be able to enable your organization so that you can be digitally enabled. And then we want to definitely learn about how can we use AI and automation. We want to automate our workflows as much as possible. We want to make sure that we are getting ourselves ready for that. And that requires good data, good security. There's a lot of aspects that go into that. Once you have your enablers in place and you get yourself into a position that you are digitally enabled, that's when you can start to really look at the EXO attributes. Now, you can plan for what EXO attributes, and that may inform some of your digital enablement. So they do go hand in hand. You don't have to have everything 100% digitally enabled before you can start an exponential enablement, but you do have to have, for any EXO attribute that you want to do an exponential enablement on, you do have to have that aspect of it digitally ready. So, and then once you get to that point where you're really in an exponential enablement, that's where you can start to see that 10x growth, high innovation, and the scalability to really grow your company. And so then you start to see some of the key outcomes as an exponential organization, that you start to see market leadership, you get a competitive edge, as well as your organization is just more sustainable for long-term success.